If you're a fan of Monster Hunter, then this is the place to be. Monster Hunter Bar in Akihabara. And today I'm going to be covering all the cool spots I found during my stay in Tokyo for the past year. I've covered Asakusa and Odaiba already, so if you're interested in those places, go check them out. But now for Akihabara. Starting from the outskirts, we have the mystery vending machine area. I don't know if I would recommend this to tourists because, like, this is weird, this is mysterious, but there's not that much interesting things to do here. Like, you can look at weird vending machines and pay a lot of money to buy some boxes that have Japanese text on them and get, like, random cookies inside, but that's about it. As for now, let's head into Akihabara itself. And the quintessential thing I'd recommend every tourist to do is maid cafes. Now, there's a lot of weird maid cafes out there, so you have to be wary of those, but there are two good main maid cafes. Amy Ritchie recommends Maid Dreaming, which I haven't been to, but personally, I would recommend At Home Maid Cafe. It's quite cheap, the waiting times are pretty decent, everybody looks cute, and I don't know, it's overall a wholesome time. Plus at the end, you have like a souvenir in terms of a MasterCard. Pretty much across the street from At Home Maid Cafe, you have Yodobashi, which is a huge store that's like 9 floors, out of which 7 floors are consumer electronics, cool stuff like that. 1 floor is food court, that's really good food, and at the top, one of the things I would recommend tourists to do as well, batting cages. If you haven't played baseball, or if you have, this is just really fun. I've never done anything like this before. You just have to get a card, which again can be used as a nice souvenir, fill it up with money, put it in, and then just hitting balls. It's like 10 to 20 minutes of your day, but again, if you haven't done baseball like I haven't, it's quite a unique experience. There's also golf, which has tourist prices, which is 2,500 yen for like 15 minutes, so you can hit that ball out of the park as well if you're already there. Heading back to the other side, we have the Ninja Rope Experience. It is something that's a bit harder to recommend to tourists because it's so expensive at $150 per person, but it is one of the most unique experiences you can have in Tokyo, as you're being guided by a person who used to play Godzilla and who worked in Power Rangers, and you have a wire experience where you're lifted up, and not only that, you're not just experiencing it, you're also making a home movie, as they work in the industry and they still do. So they will guide you towards making one of those cheesy action films that you will cherish for literally your entire rest of your life. And if you want to try a different taste of Japan, there's the sake market on the main street. Opens at 6 p.m, closes at 11 p.m. It costs around 2,200 yen for all you can drink for, I think, 40 minutes or 20 minutes. You can expand your time there, but you can try so many different variations of sake, umeshu, shochu, literally every type of alcohol, plus cocktails, plus ice cream, plus soup, plus beer. It is overall fun time if you're alcoholic. On the main street, we also have Gigo. Get into the gaming Oasis. But there's not just one Gigo here, but 3. You can see right behind me, that's 1 Gigo. Up there, that's another Gigo, but my favorite one is the 3rd Gigo. That's behind even that one by like 20 meters. I like it because it just has the best variety of games and claw games in my opinion. I'm also very uneducated about my Gigo lore, as that over there is the main street where 3 Gigos are. But on the side street, this is Gigo number 5. So there's more than 3. As you're probably in Akihabara, you're an anime fan, so there's tons of anime stores to check around here, like Ami, one of the biggest ones, and literally every other store. This is all anime stuff in this building. On the main street, which is behind me, it is just filled with anime stores. I feel like even though in the previous videos I've said, oh, you can spend 1 day doing everything I name here, just going through the stores would take you an entire day minimum. So if you're an anime fan and that's one of your main reasons coming here, just take that into account. On the main street, there's also Don Quixote that's open 24/7, where the 7th and 6th floor are like claw game machines, and 1 floor is for a maid cafe as well, At Home Maid Cafe. The only saving grace here is that the main road, which is behind me, is around 10 minutes walking distance, like if you want to go from start to end. So it's not the biggest area that you can go through. So I would recommend just walking through it a couple times, seeing what you like, what you don't like, before you actually taking a dive into the stores themselves. But there's also the 2nd main street, which is literally to the other side. And a bonus tip about this, if you want to cross the main road here, it's going to take a while, especially during the most busier times of the day, like either night, morning, or weekends. It can take from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, which is a pretty increasable time frame. So instead of that, you can skip the line if you already know you want to go from one end to another by taking the side street, as those are mostly empty. Not empty, but they're easily passable. If you want to walk with your friends side by side, that's fine. Just the main street, you cannot walk here like very easily. That being said, the main side street of Akihabara is also quite unique. It has secondhand stores, it has a hard off, and some more idle things and food places. I can't name anything specific because nothing specific pops up to me, but it is again something cool to explore and look around in. I'm kind of scrapping at ideas over here because while Akihabara is definitely a place you can spend multiple days at, it is mostly for anime fans and just shopping rather than visiting different fancy locations. Like, yeah, there's a temple around here, but I wouldn't say it's the most notable. It's for like studying and stuff. But yeah, let's be honest, you just come here for shopping and that kind of culture. You also have vending machines here that are just for card games. One of Akihabara's nicknames used to be Electric City, or I guess it still is, because it majored in consumer electronics, repair shops, secondhand shops, but now it's become more anime. But there are two other districts which I want to bring up, Weno and Ginza. Both are a couple minutes away by train, and I don't know enough about them for them to warrant their own unique videos. So this is Weno, specifically Weno Park, as it is the #1 biggest thing here, and the second one is the main street, Ameyoko. The park itself is ginormous, it's huge. It has not only one museum, but multiple museums. If you like museums, come to Weno Park. We have the Tokyo National Museum, we have the Science Museum, we have the Art Museum. Plus, it is one of the greenest parks in Tokyo, so that's also is a big plus. It does have a zoo in here, but unless you've never been to a zoo, I would not recommend, because yeah, you can see pandas here, but at what cost, you know? Not at the cost of animal well-being, that is, at least. Yeah. There's also the Gojo-ten Shrine, and of course you can ride the swans in the lake nearby. If you go to the other side of the Weno station, you have the Alchemist, which is a nice little cocktail bar. And if you go to the main street, there's a bar, restaurant, cafe, where you can put your stinky little grippers inside water and just warm them up. It's like a food onsen, but also inside a bar, so you can get like coffee, but also you can get a massage, like some quick 5 to 10 minute shoulder massage, head massage. Unless you want something even bigger, like a full body massage, then there's a second floor, which I haven't tried, so I don't know how good that is, but it's just a nice escape from the bustling street of Tokyo. And also the street has a lot of shoes. If you're into shoes, that's the street to go to, and that's where I got most of my salaryman outfits, as it has the perfect suit factory that is the closest to me. I don't know if you like suits, if you want to dress really nice during the summer, or if you want some clothing that is sweat-proof, that's where you can get it. I swear to God. The perfect suit factory, like button-ups, are better than my sports shirts. You can't sweat in them physically. They don't absorb. It's insane. What is this technology? And this behind me is Ginza, the fashion district for the rich. The notable things here are the main road, which is behind me. It closes on specific days during specific time frames, which is really nice to like walk around on a big empty street. It's one of the biggest streets I've found in the middle of Tokyo. If you're into stationery, Itoya is like a 8th-floor building that's only dedicated to stationery, papers, ballpoint pens, just all kinds of cool stuff and cute stuff. There's the police museum here. It takes like 30 to 60 minutes of your time. It's free. It has interesting stuff there. Nice to explore. A lot of places recommend or advertise the art aquarium. But that is, yeah, true. That is very aesthetic, but it is pretty sad for the fish. So I would be against it, as it's yeah, it's very Instagrammy, but it looks pretty depressing if you care about fish's health, that is. As for the specific stuff, that's pretty much it. There's like high-end bars here, but I don't have enough money to explore like all of them to know which ones are the best ones. And overall, I probably would have covered more of Ginza if I wasn't as poor as I am. Though, considering that you're watching my video instead of investing into crypto, I feel like you're not in a much better situation either. So we can call it quits here. So let me know in the comments if I missed any of your favorite spots in Ginza, Weno, or Akihabara. And I'll see you next time in Shibuya. Bye-bye.